Now, what concerns you most when it comes to the effects of climate change and food production in Africa?
The most concern, first, thank you for having me. And the concern is production would be less and low in many places. But most importantly, which is important for the world, is that Africa is the home of biodiversity. If you talk about the wildlife, if you talk about the carbon sink of the basin, the Congo basin, those are the solutions of climate change. And as we move with production, low production, then those are going to be eroded and we will lose them, and they are the assets of the world.
The other bigger problem we're seeing, Dr. Haile, is that most urban cities in the continent are polluted. They are overcrowded. What are some of the practical ways and solutions that are sustainable, that can clean up the cities? What can people do to make sure that the environment is safe?
People are moving to urban areas because they need services. And what we need to do is to take services to the rural areas and do sustainable agriculture in the rural areas, which protects the environment and which keeps the people outside in the rural area.
And what do you think the continent of Africa is going to take away from this COP28? We've had COP27 all of the years. We have this kind of climate summit. What is Africa taking out of this?
Africa is taking from this, Africa is a solution as well as a victim. The solution for climate change lies on the big carbon sinks that we have, the biodiversity that we have. It is the duty of the world to protect those. While protecting them, we will also create other livelihoods for the people of Africa.
And very quickly, Dr. Haile, what immediate action can countries that are experiencing, flooding, we've seen that in Somalia, we've seen that in Kenya, and also in Tanzania where it killed a lot of people, what can they do to mitigate these kind of climate disasters?
This is where the government and countries are working together in enhance the early warning systems, and this is the UN early warning system development, and at the same time build infrastructure that is resilient to floods, and at the same time also move people out of the flooded areas that we know they would be flooded.